how do you know when it's time to stop losing weight? Let's talk about it. This is a common question, and I think it's a good thing to explore, because what can happen when you're losing weight is you can start chasing a lower and lower number for no really good reason. And sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. And, I'll be the first one to tell you that even when you reach your goal weight, your body's not going to be perfect. And I think what happens with some people is, they get down to a goal weight and then they're disappointed because their body still has lots of imperfections. And then they just start chasing this lower and lower number in the hopes that at that lower number, your body's going to be perfect. And I just don't think that ever happens. Perfection is an illusion. I've made the decision twice now during my weight loss journey to stop losing weight and to just maintain for a while. And the first time I did that was back in the end of 2016. I was at a weight of 157 pounds, and I really wanted to see if I could maintain that. Now, at that time, I stopped losing weight. My original goal was like around 142. But when I got down to 157, I decided I wanted to maintain that. And the reason I did that was a couple of different things. One was around that time, we were going into the holidays, and I really thought, I don't know if I'll be able to maintain this, weight loss or not, especially coming into the holidays. And I thought, let's just wait and see, because I really had realized that I enjoyed where I was at, even though at that point I was a few pounds overweight according to the body mass index. I felt really good. I felt confident. I was able to, live my life and do all the things I wanted to do. I wasn't being held back by my weight anymore. So I decided to just simply maintain. And I'm really glad that I did that, actually. It gave me some space to really think about, did I want to lose any more weight? Because previous to that, I never really felt satisfied. When I looked back, because I was constantly on a diet when I was, from the time I was a kid, pretty much all the way through my life, I was either, trying to lose weight or trying to maintain the weight loss. And usually, though, I was not ever trying to just maintain. I was always trying to get down lower and lower and lower. And so this time I did something different, which was to say, I'm happy here, like to focus on those things about my, what was being overweight keeping me from doing. And so as I focused on that, I was happy to just maintain in that 157 range. And so I would encourage you to, first of all, think about, why are you losing weight in the first place? It's probably not to just get down to an arbitrary number. I hope that's not the only reason, because I think you'll find that it's really hard to maintain your motivation if it's simply about a number. But instead, focus on those, those other compelling reasons you have to lose weight. And then once those problems start to get solved, it's okay to start maintaining at any weight that you feel comfortable at. And then I decided when I started this channel that I really did want to get into the normal BMI range. Now, that was really more of a technicality kind of thing, I think, for me. It bugged me that I was technically overweight. And I really honestly thought, how can I have a channel on YouTube about weight loss if I'm still overweight? Which was a silly reason. I understand that now. That was kind of a silly, vain reason to want to lose a little bit more weight. But really, though, that thing was bugging me. Aside from having the YouTube channel, it was bugging me that I was still a little bit overweight. And so I decided, because of that, to see if I could lose more. It was really just an experiment. I really didn't know if I could lose more when I went back to only, just doing OMAD 6 days a week, walk 6 miles a day, and have a cheat day on Sunday. And, I did lose more weight after that. I lost about like 17 more pounds. And then I decided again to stop losing weight around the 140 mark. I wanted to maintain between 140 and 145. And that's where I've been since about October. And the reason why I stopped losing weight at that point was because, again, I realized I don't have a compelling reason to want to go lower. For me, I want my weight to be at a point where it's easy to maintain. I don't want to feel like I'm white knuckling all the time, or that I have to be really strict with myself in order to be down at a certain weight. I was happy with where I was. And I'll be honest, the difference between being at 157 and say like in the low 140s where I'm at right now, there's not that much difference. I mean, as far as, from a perspective of how do I feel about myself, how do I feel about, the way my body looks and all that, I was really happy at either weight. And so now I'm glad, like I'm at a normal BMI, and it's fantastic. I feel really good. But my point is, don't feel pressured to get down to a certain low number just because, you were at that weight at one point in your life, or this other person that wants to be down at that weight. Instead, focus on why do you want to be at a certain weight? What is the thing that weight loss is going to give you? And when you get to that point, I think it's good to stop losing weight. If you want to kind of a rough guideline, I think the BMI calculator is a great place to start. And I know it's not perfect, but all you need to do is put in your height and what your current weight is, and it will show you whether you're at, whether you're obese or overweight, or at a normal weight, or at an underweight BMI, which is actually just as dangerous as being obese. So there is a point where you can get too low, and I think it's important, especially if you've struggled with body issues in the past, to kind of have that reality check of calculators like that to let you know, are you at a good weight or not? Also, you can look at your waist circumference. That's another good indicator. For men, you should try to be under 37 inches, and for women, you should try to be under 31.5 inches. That's just a rough guideline, and that just correlates to better health. But again, these are all guidelines. They're not set in stone. And I think the most important thing is, how do you feel? How do you feel about yourself? How are you feeling in general? And what can you maintain? And I think that's a really important thing to focus on, is, can you maintain this? Because odds are, whatever's helping you to lose weight right now, you're probably going to do something pretty similar to it in order to maintain your weight loss. So don't do things that are really unsustainable in the hopes of getting down to a low number, because and then thinking, well, once you get down there, then it's going to be easy to maintain. Your maintenance is still going to be, it's going to have effort attached to it. So be thinking of that when you're considering whether or not to lose weight. So I hope that helps you. That's how I, make the decision of when to stop losing weight. And I really think you should sit down with yourself and just really look and see, what number would you feel comfortable at. Nobody else will know what you weigh unless you tell them. So, don't feel pressured by other people's numbers or other people's ideals. Instead, look at your own life, your own situation, and make that decision when you feel comfortable. So I'm curious to know, if you've made the decision to stop losing weight, how did you go about making that decision? And also, what is your current plan? If you haven't stopped losing weight, what are those indicators that you're going to use to say, okay, I've lost enough? Okay, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. If you're currently trying to lose weight and you're just having a hard time, check out my Slow and Steady Success Academy. There you'll find a course called Intermittent Fasting for Weight Loss 101, where I take you through the entire process from start to finish, and how to implement intermittent fasting successfully in your life for weight loss. The link is in the description. The all-access pass to Slow and Steady Success Academy is a monthly subscription plan that gets you access to every course that is currently available in this academy, as well as any that will become available in the future. Also, you'll get access to our private all-access pass members-only Facebook group.